In this video, I'm going to show you how to juggle 3 clubs so you can finally impress your friends, since juggling 3 balls obviously wasn't enough. So let's get right into how to do it.
And by the way, in case you don't already know me, my name is Fly Juggler Bennett Santor. I've been juggling for over a decade. I'm an international juggling champion. I've juggled 9 balls, and now I get to teach juggling to hundreds of thousands of people like you guys through my social media presence. Anyways, back to the video.
And before we start, I do want to say you should be able to juggle 3 balls before learning how to juggle 3 clubs, because 3 clubs is basically just a more difficult version of 3 balls. So if you learn this first, you're going to be in a much better position to learn 3 clubs. And if you need a good set of juggling balls, these are the ones I use on flyjuggling.com. These balls are awesome, and I'll leave them the first link in the description. But anyways, if you're ready, you can get your first club out, and you're just going to drop the other 2 on the ground for now. And the first thing we're going to practice is just throwing this club from hand to hand with exactly 1 spin. So the goal is we want to throw it from one handle, pass it to the other side, and catch it on the handle on that side, just like this. We don't want to catch it on the fat part of the club like this, and we also don't want to overspin it and end up catching it on the fat side of the club like this. And while you can't even do a double spin like that, or even a triple spin like that, that's much more complicated. So for now, we're just going to be focusing on doing 1 spin from hand to hand. And the other thing I was going to mention is make sure when you throw it, you're throwing it at a diagonal. So I'm not throwing it like this directly across my body. I'm throwing it at a bit of a diagonal. So the club is facing diagonally as I throw it. So diagonal, diagonal, just like that. So watch while I'm doing it. You'll see that I'm bringing my arm in and throwing the club diagonally across my body rather than just straight in front. Anyways, get very comfortable with that before you get your second club out. So now get your second club, and we're gonna practice this the same way we practiced learning 3 balls, with throw, throw, catch, catch. And it's the same idea where you're throwing each thing to the corner, and once it hits the corner, you throw the other one to the other corner. So once again, throw, throw, catch, catch. And again, really take note here of how I'm doing the spin and how I'm keeping these clubs on a diagonal so that I can throw and catch it without a collision. If I throw these clubs straight like that, there's not going to be as much space and you might end up with a collision. However, if I throw my clubs diagonally like this, so throw, throw, catch, catch, I have way more space in the pattern because one side is kind of in this plane and the other side is in this plane. So when I do it, throw, throw, catch, catch like that, they don't collide. And also make sure you're scooping your hand towards the center. So boom, boom, and I scoop it to make sure that this club doesn't collide with that club when I throw it. Okay, so anyways, get very comfortable with that, starting from your right hand and starting from your left hand before you move on. And once that's comfortable, you can finally get your third club out, and there's 2 ways to hold the club, so let me show that now. So I like to hold the clubs like this, and I get rid of this club first. So I kind of, when I get ready to throw it, I bring it down and then I throw it out from there. So that'll look like this. I'm holding it like this, and then I let go of this one first. Now you don't have to do it that way. You can also have this club on top and hold it like this and get rid of it like that. But I personally think it's slightly easier to do it under like this and then throw that club first under the other club, because I have a good grip on this club here, and then I can place this one under and easily let go of it or catch it under like that. And just to show you closer to the camera, this is what the other grip would look like. So you would have this club on top and you get rid of this one first and you throw it like that. But I think that's a little more difficult than just having the club under and throwing it from under like that and getting rid of that one first. So once you found the grip you like, then you start the exact same. So you can start with throw, throw, catch, catch. But now before that second club lands, you have to throw the third one. So 1, 2, 3, stop. That's what you should get. And it might be hard to catch them right now, so you can just focus on the throws. So you can go 1, 2, 3, and just let all the clubs drop. But once that gets comfortable and you kind of get over the hesitation of the throws, then you can start to focus on the catches. So then you'll go 1, 2, 3, stop. And then try to progress from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. And then you keep progressing until you can just juggle clubs consistently. Now, some common mistakes to look out for when juggling clubs is not getting the spins right. So if you do the spin too little, it's going to be hard to catch it on the handle. And the way we work on that is really drilling with one club going back and forth like this. We want to make sure we're perfect at spinning the club the exact right amount every single time. The second common mistake I see, which happens a lot, is people juggling too thin in the pattern and throwing it too straight. So it's that problem I was talking about where people go like this rather than throwing it kind of more diagonally. So make sure when you're juggling, you're not throwing thin like that, and you're really using the diagonal space that the club allows you to juggle in to juggle your clubs. It'll help avoid collisions and you'll be able to juggle much higher and much lower than a normal club juggling pattern. And yeah, that's about it for learning 3 clubs. And once you learn this, there's a lot of really cool things you can do from here. So like changing the spins, a trick called slapbacks like this. You can use one club to hit the other club back. You can juggle the clubs inwards like this. I mean, there's so many variations that can only be done with clubs, and so learning the 3 club cascade and getting it really solid is crucial for all of those. And I'll have tutorials for all of those videos coming out soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I have a lot more tutorials coming out soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of those. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Happy juggling, and as always, peace.